Good afternoon, this is Austin from the Austin channel, and I'm here to talk about the possible Charlie's Angels reboot. And for starters, I'm gonna put it right out there. I'm pretty relieved that they're, they're not going with Janelle Monáe. Sony is not going with Janelle Monáe, and they're considering casting Kristen Stewart and Lupita Nyong'o. Be honest with Janelle Monáe, she was the one out of everybody in that cast. I saw Hidden Figures back in January, and she was the one thing I did not like about that movie. Like, what are you? It's like, okay, what are you? Diet Coke Whitney Houston? You just, stand around, talk shit, and try to look cute while you're at it. Not only that, it's like also Janelle Monáe. I think I've seen her perform at the Grammys a couple times, and she doesn't impress me. It's just like, okay, she doesn't impress me. It's like, okay, you run around with a funny hairdo. You run around wearing men's clothing from the 50s, and so you're practically what? And you sing generic R&B songs, very generic, nothing memorable. And so you're just what, female Bruno Mars, and so when I heard they were wanting to put her in a Charlie's Angels movie 4 months ago, I was like, so what are you, female Bruno Mars playing female Chris Tucker in a Charlie's Angels movie? You're like what? You're the one who you don't what? Don't you run around with a gun, never fire it. You're the one who talks a lot of crap. You just never defuse the bomb. You just stand to the side somewhere and just say, "Cut the blue wire, cut the green wire, cut the red wire, cut the." Oh, you're stupid. I'm out of here. Like, you're just the one who does not. What are you like? I mean, female Chris Tucker, and then when you never fight, and then when you talk about fighting, it's just like what, somebody's fist or foot in your face. Like I said, female Chris Tucker, like how Chris Tucker was in the Rush Hour for the Rush Hour movies. Um, I personally think Kristen Stewart and Lupita Nyong'o sounds like much better suggestions. Um, I could see them not talking shit. They would try to get things done, and like, you know, going based on their resumes. Their resumes so far do impress me. Um, just I again, just the issue of like how they who's cast as Bosley. And like I said in my video of yesterday, is like, please do not, pull a cop out tactic and get somebody from SNL. Oh, let's get someone from SNL, or oh, let's get somebody from some sitcom, or one of the guys from Big Bang Theory, or one of those like sitcoms. Um, I don't think. What I'm saying is, I don't think I'm up for a comic actor to be Bosley this time. Um, get someone who can have a little mix of both. I mean, David Doyle, who played Bosley in the TV show, I mean, he had good comic timing, but he was a stage actor, and so he knew how to balance, between comedy and drama, and that's basically what you want for someone to be Bosley. He wants that actor who can balance comedy and drama really well. Um, Voice of Charlie, I know I suggested. I think Robert Downey Jr. would be a good voice of Charlie. Like, watching him now in the new Spider-Man, he kind of has that authoritative but fatherly tone. His voice just has that authoritative yet fatherly tone. So I think Robert Downey Jr. would be a great choice for to be the voice of Charlie. Um, So also too, my one concern. I know there's people like out there who made jokes. Some person on Cinema Blend comment boards, they made the joke with Kristen Stewart, like they depicted like, oh, where she says her lines and does it in a stuttery kind of way, like good morning Charlie. And of course, like, and then somebody put on, I believe on AV Club comment boards, like good morning angels, and they put like where Kristen Stewart's character doesn't answer, and she just stares off, silently, blankly stares off and bites lip, and just they kept doing that over and over and over. And it brought an idea, because that I want to, I'm not one to want to be on the bash Kristen Stewart because I'm a fan, but it does draw an idea, like maybe they should, casting her, they should try something different, because I mean, uh, playing a Charlie's Angels, is a that that is to be an actress and you're playing a Charlie's Angel. That does sound like a bit of a submissive ass kisser kind of role, and that's not really Kristen Stewart's forte. So if they were to make her the one who's has a mind of her own, like, well, I mean, sure, she's sick of what, however her previous employers treat her, and she's hired to the agency, and um, she's grateful for the job. But then after a while, when things get too shaky, and maybe the bad guys start winning a little too much. Maybe she's the one who says, "Well, hey, what's up with this Charlie guy never wanting to show his face?" Or how do we know he's not one of the bad guys? Or don't, unlike the 2000s movies or like the 70s TV show, put them as a mind of their own. Don't treat the angels like they're cult members, and they can't think for themselves, and they're so trusting with this Charlie who never shows his face. Let them have a mind of their own, and also to respect it, that don't treat it like it's Aaron Spelling's property. I mean, the guy's been dead for 11 years, and I think maybe that's what stymied the 2000s movies, is maybe because Aaron Spelling, he had a say in the production of those movies, and I believe so he was from in the shadows saying like, oh, don't ever put them being cynical towards Charlie. Oh, if they're cynical towards Charlie, oh, that means they're going on the other side. And that's what I mean. Don't treat them like they're cult members. You know, have it where they pose the question, like, is this, like, especially when Charlie doesn't like his authority being questioned, you put it like, well, what is this? Is this a private investigation agency, or is this a cult? Um, I would say for the rogues gallery, for the bad guy, you might want to. I would say they might want to start looking over. They might want to sit down, watch all 100 something episodes of the old show, and try to get villains who are closer to the lore of the old show. Um, I'm not a big fan of the Tom Cruise Mission Impossibles, but I do respect the last three. Is that the villains were, you know, in the past three Mission Impossible movies, they were more closer to the original TV show. Like, I think that's like what you want. You want villains who are closer to the original TV show, not that, I don't know what the fuck that was with Sam Rockwell and Kelly Lynch in the 2000 movie. Like, please don't give us that again. Um, um, I mean, okay, yeah, I would say Demi Moore was still a better villain in the second one, but like the Sam Rockwell, Kelly Lynch, Crispin Glover, please don't get, like, in 2000. Please don't give us that back. Um, Again, no comic actors for Bosley. Um, for the third angel, like, well, maybe this is one time I could probably. I mean, even if it's played by an actress I don't like, well, I'd overlook it, because, well, there's, if they have Bosley played by an actor I like, Robert Downey Jr. voicing Charlie, and you got Case Stu, and you got Lupita Nyong'o, well, then I guess the one co-star who's someone I normally don't like, the other angel being someone I don't like, I could overlook. And tell me, and might want to, you may have comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. You think the angels should have a mind of their own? Have Kristen Case and Lupita play characters who have a mind of their own. They question things, even if it's to question people in their own ranks within the agency, or you think that they should just be the overglorified cult members like the 2000s movies or the 70s TV show? Share me your feel free to share your thoughts. You have a good one.